Africa TV Breakout Studio Live 2020 GSL season Code S Showdown.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another day of the GSL Code S. It's good to be back.
Oh, yes, indeed. And we are starting off today with the Nesty Award.
That's right. We'll be giving that out. There'll be a quick interview translated by Andy, and then we'll be hopping into our group.
That's right. Yeah. Very fun group today. Guys, tell your friends.
Tell your friends to come on board and join us. It's going to kick a lot of ass. I think we're going to be bringing our player out in a second here. But yeah, this group is going to be a lot of fun. Again, another group, very tough to say who's going to advance and who's going to die and get eliminated. So we're going to bring our player out or what? Okay, here we go. Andy, go ahead.
Okay, the Nasty Award ceremony kicks off. Here's a trophy trap. You made your 10th consecutive appearance at the GSL Code S. How do you feel? Well, coming here to the venue, I didn't expect it. But I'm really happy right now. I think this trophy means a lot to me. But this year, I want to hold up the championship trophy as well. Oh, you mentioned the championship trophy. And this season, Trap, you have been the one that the fans wanted to see. So the fans are saying, want to see if you can actually make it to the finals this year. What do you think? Well, I went to the finals twice already. And this is my third try. It's going to be a little hard, but I think I'm starting to know how this works. Well, you probably saw the Group A matches and the Group B matches. But as you know, the top-seeded players actually struggled going to the round of 8. So how are you going to play today's match? Well, I prepared really hard, but I came here with an easy mind. And this match is one that hasn't played in a long time. So I'll see how I play. Once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Okay, let's get into our group.
Yeah, another Nesty Award. Congrats to Trap.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how long we've been doing this, and it's one of the reasons why StarCraft 2 is basically better than ever. You know, RTS, there's so much to it. And so, you know, as we go further and further forward into unpacking this, we're going to have guys like Trap actually also making these accomplishments as well.
I hope that we have a 20-year award because we're going to have people hitting season 20 in a row by the end of this year.
Yeah.
Which is just really crazy because the Nesty Award was so amazing when it started. Nowadays, though, I almost feel like at the beginning of the season, we should bring out the players that do not get the Nesty Award and just laugh at them and throw tomatoes at them because it's more people having Nesty Awards than not at this point. Right? Because we're like, literally, I think that we've given out 16 Nesty Awards or so.
Something
and we have
like
24 to 28 players in the tournament. So it's like, okay, so half the players are basically at the Nesty Award, and the rest are very close, except for like 3 guys, which we should throw tomatoes at.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. With the tournament going on this long, yeah, you're right. I think we have something like that many people.
It's like half the players almost.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, congrats to him. That's very cool. Our group today, I'm certainly excited to see Parting playing. He always makes for some fun, entertaining games.
His groups are always good, even if they're bad. In fact, if they're bad, they might have been better than normal because of, if they're bad, it's because of him and what he's doing.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun to see what he's going to be trying to pull off today. I feel like Parting does tend to make our days a little bit shorter. Oh, excuse me. We're going to go to a quick video, and then we'll hop into our games.
선택의 시간이 왔습니다. 조성호 선수는 어떤 조를 만들고 싶으세요?
이왕이면 모두가 좀 웃을 수 있는 조를 만들고 싶습니다.
웃을 수 있는 조. 그럼 선수들 의견 만약에 자기 들어가고 싶다라는 뭐 어필 같은 것도 흔들릴 수 있는 거예요, 그러면요?
네, 흔들릴 수 있죠.
자, 여러분 그룹 C 열렸습니다. 선착순 원희상 마이크 잡아주시고요.
최근에 제가 다 졌어요, 성호한테.
완전?
온라인 대회도 지고 오프라인도 지고 안 뽑을 이유가 없어요. 그리고 조성호 하면 뭐냐, 푸푸전 괴물. 일단 저를 뽑아야 돼요. 그래서 만약 여기서 성호가 저를 안 뽑잖아요.
네.
그럼 성호는 탈락합니다.
와! 저주까지 나왔어요? 자, 여기도 와!
저를 뽑아주면
제가 다음 또 빨리 고를 수가 있잖아요. 다음
네.
선수를 그 권한을 그냥 조성호 선수에게 양도를 하겠습니다.
양도.
세 번째 선수를 성호가 원하는 선수로 제가 뽑게 해드리겠습니다.
야.
여기 그 세 명이 말한 거는 사실 자기가 실리를 챙기려고 이빠른 소리를 한 거고 성호 형이 진짜 실리를 챙기려면
네.
저를 뽑는 게 맞나?
나 빼고 다 거짓말쟁이다.
거짓말쟁이고.
네,
이재선도 실리 아니죠?
전 진단 마인드예요.
아 진짜 마인드예요.
네.
진짜인가요?
부가적인 서비스를 언급을 했는데 역시 진마가 최고입니다.
네. 저 원희석 2번 속았습니다.
네.
원래 이삭이 형을 뽑으려고 했는데 좀 기분 나쁠 정도로
예.
시조를 너무 원하더라고요.
와, 그러면 싫어지죠.
그래서 좀 들어주기 싫고 에어비 형이랑 윤수 형 중에 좀
우와!
얘기를 들어보고 싶네요.
저랑 재선이랑 이렇게 좀 사연도 좀 있고
네.
좀 그림도 좀 재밌을 것 같고
와,
재선이도 저를 평소에 많이 이겨서
예.
서로 좋을 것 같아요.
제가 최약체 프로토스라고 모든 선수들이 인정하고 있는데 저를 안 뽑는다는 거는 말이 안 된다고 생각을 하고
예.
저를 뽑는 순간 이제 다 같이 만만한 선수끼리
만만한 선수들끼리요? C조에 계신 분들이 약간 심기가 불편해진 것 같은데요?
네, 만만.
누구도 올라갈 수 있는
예.
누구도 올라갈 수 있는 네 누구도 올라갈 수 있는
이삭이 형은 거의 울라고 해가지고
울라고 해서 그래도 어윤수 선수랑 인연이 좀 깊잖아요.
그렇죠. 아직 해결해야 될
네.
문제도 있고.
그렇죠. 그 약간 뭐 인연이 있으니까.
그거 이후로 뭔가 좀 트라우마 생겨가지고
아,
그거를 극복해야 될 것 같긴 한데
예.
그래서 고민 중이에요.
사람마다 다 트라우마는 있거든요.
그쵸.
저도 준우승 많이 하다가 결국 넘어서야 돼요.
그냥 그런 거 다 잊어버리고 그냥 과거는 과거일 뿐이거든요. 그냥 지금 현재가 중요하니까 가장 만만한 저를 뽑는 게
눈물이냐? 아니면 바지냐?
저주를 풀 것이냐?
네. 바로 가죠. 누군가요?
과연
원희상. 어윤수. 와, 그렇죠. 눈물이네요. 미안하다고. 아직 그 청사는 실패를 했고. 자, 원희상 선수는 웃어요. 자, 이제 원희삭 선수의 시간이 됐어요. 원희삭 선수의 시간. 남은 선수는 둘.
원희사 선수의 손에 의해서
오!
진짜 한 선수를
네.
지옥으로 보낼 수 있어요.
천당과
네.
지옥으로
평소에
보낼 수 있는.
누가 더 뭔가 DJ 보내고
우와.
싶은 그런 느낌이 있었나요?
우와.
원래는 윤수 형 뽑으려 했거든요. 근데 제가 성욱이 형을 한테 좀 많이 줬어요. 그래서 뭔가 복수하고 싶어서 윤수 형이 좀 강한 쪽 가서 이제 이번 시즌 우승했으면 좋겠거든요. 그래서
아니 어이가 없어가지고.
예.
아니겠죠. 아니 이석이랑
그럼
이렇게 사적으로도 많이 이렇게 얘기도 하고
네.
잘 지내는데 갑자기 이렇게 통수 치는 건 아니잖아요. 저는 믿어요.
믿어요?
네,
우승을 못한 사람은 C조로.
그렇죠.
가는 그런 준우승을 했던 조성호도 있고
컨셉을 맞추는 방법이 있네요.
컨셉조가 있네요.
예.
아니 저 이제 좀 있으면 가야 되는데 이제 마지막 그래도 저한테는 마지막 기회거든요. 근데 뭐 저를 빨리 보내고 싶다면
네.
받아들이겠습니다.
와, 어윤수 우승! 와, 조지명 씨 우승!
잠깐만 이게 정말요?
나 너무 좀 행복하고요.
네.
저희 회식 한번 하겠습니다.
와!
아니 C조는 서로 사연도 있고 그러니까 인연도 있는데다가 성적도 그렇고
그렇죠.
C조는 완벽한 깔맞춤이 됐어요.
네. 조성호 있죠? 거기에 이재선 있죠?
준우승자 경험자들도 많고
거기에 원희삭까지 있어요.
예.
종합 선물 세트인데요, 어윤수 선수에게는요?
저희가 실력은 다른 조보다 좀 부족할 수 있어도 재미는 보장해드리겠습니다.
알겠습니다.
라운드 오브 16 트랙 조성호, 버니, 이재선, 파티, 원희상, 수, 어윤수.
I really enjoyed that. That was funny.
That is so funny. They're like, yeah, this group isn't as hard as the other ones, but it'll be fun. Oh my God. Yeah, look at that. We have 10 second places and Bunny.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's so funny. Yeah, 10 second places. Who do you think gets out of this group?
Sue Trap is the easy picks, right?
Yeah, I think those are the safe ones, yeah.
Parting can easily throw a wrench into this group. I don't think Bunny will be coming out.
I think if Bunny gets out, it's a pretty big surprise. It is possible.
He has to be the lowest chance to get out.
I think so.
But, like, Parting is super deadly and knows how to win, so if he gets out, I'm not going to be, like, super shocked.
The only thing I'm confident about with Parting in this group is there will be at least one cannon rush.
Yes. Well, I guessed 2 cannon rushes in this group.
That's probably the more conservative bet. Going into this, we've got Trap. Trap is playing incredibly lately. He's looking to be one of the greatest Protosses in StarCraft 2 ever.
Yeah.
Probably going to be getting out first.
I think, you know, you could last year call him the second best, or the best Protoss in the world, rather. Right now, I think you probably have to give it to, like, Zest, in my opinion, but...
He's one of the guys that's always jockeying for position to be best. Though,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he's really good. He's in great shape still. Like, I think he definitely has what it takes to get out of this group.
He also, I think, has a very good mindset when going into tournaments. Whenever I see him, he always seems relaxed. He seems kind of carefree. You know, going into the psychology of different players, it really is fascinating to see the personality type of the player, how they behave before and after matches. But out of all the pros we have here, I do feel like Trap is the one that is most kind of comfortable in his own skin. He's very calm in tournament environments. He doesn't seem to put a lot of pressure on himself.
That's an interesting take on him, yeah. Well, it's done well for him, right? Like, he's had some great results, even though he doesn't have that championship quite yet. And going up here against Bunny, I do definitely think he's favored. And this is going to be a fun set. Look at that Golden Wall a second.
All right, let's do it, man. Trap going up against Bunny. Again, Bunny definitely the underdog in this. Bunny, you know, consistently in GSL, but consistently not getting deep. So, you know, this tournament, this phase of the tournament, the round of 16, would be a huge milestone if he could get through it. But he's going to have to go up against Trap first. Map number 1 is on Everdream. Let's go.
전투 준비 완료. 지네어 그레니지, 트랩, 조성호. 타이지 게임, 버니, 이재성.
You know, I think Tasia broke my brain. Because whenever I see a TVP now, I'm like, anything could happen, because we saw Tasia make that same proxy build 3 games in a row.
3 times in a row.
When it didn't work in game 2, it was like, the fact that it came out again,
what was it?
It's just like, it breaks my brain. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, maybe Bunny will do that.
Yeah. That was one of the funnier series to cast, because, you know, we don't always get it right, you know, with what's going to happen, but, you know, our jobs are to try to analyze it as much as possible and make sense of it. And then when we saw him do it the second time, I thought, okay, well, that probably isn't supposed to work, right? And then we're like, but he won't do it the 3rd time. And then the 3rd time it happens, and it really doesn't work. And it's prediction-wise, we were wrong, but the idea was still there.
Yeah. I didn't know that these two had actually such a close record against each other. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So Trap has actually some of the best TVP out there. Now look at this. Gonna make the command center in the main where it can't be seen.
Yeah.
This should force Trap to play a little bit more defensively, right?
Yeah, well, you know, right now it could look like, you know, Bunny's up to something on the map there because there's going to be an attack coming in here. But this is a pretty smart move. I think against a smart player who's able to read a lot, like Trap is, for instance, I think open it up with something that generates a good amount of ambiguity.
Yeah.
And is not as common. Like, this is not common compared to a lot of other stuff we've seen here. And so I think this is smart because Trap is most likely going to react to it, and maybe Bunny can use this to put himself into a better spot as the game progresses.
Yeah, it's a reasonable thing because Trap is really good at this matchup, and I think he has a really elaborate set of, like, if this, then that scenarios in his head for
Yeah.
PBT.
Yeah.
Because we do see him. He's a little bit like Stats.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's super cool.
That's so cool.
But yeah, I think that for that reason, this is kind of a good approach from Bunny, which I'm excited to see Bunny taking a kind of novel choice here. Now, the fact that he started his third command center already, and it's in his main, and this probe still doesn't know what the hell is going on. Look, and it dies before he lifts off the command to go out there. Like, this is some trickery going on.
This is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, in Trap's mind, you're probably bracing for all sorts of possible attacks or timings, and it's not coming.
No, he's not attacking at all. He's gonna hit it like
No.
giant macro phase.
It's hard to emphasize enough how little Terran has, though. I mean, if Trap tries to defend for something and never comes, and then he has an opportunity to attack, maybe he can end up killing Bunny anyways. I don't know. This is one of the greediest builds we've ever seen.
It's pretty greedy. It's I mean, it could be more greedy if they were on position command centers, but that would be stupid as well.
Yeah. Well, that would just be scouted, but
yeah.
Ooh. Oh wow, gets in. That Reaper gets a full view of everything that's going on inside Trap's base.
Yeah, he sees that it's actually just Blink, and he saw the probe leaving, so I think he realizes this is the third Nexus. Yeah, kind of interesting. All right. That's like, it feels like a pretty good read from Trap as well, right? Like that third Nexus, that's not, like, that's a normal third Nexus, you know? He didn't even get the Robo before it.
Right, right.
Like a Mind Drop would be hitting literally right this second if it was a Mind Drop.
Look, he's still in a position ready to to stop it. It's not going to come. Now, with this hallucinated Phoenix, he will finally get an idea. He'll know what's happening in this game. But I will say that I don't think Trap's in any kind of a bad spot.
No, especially since he has 2 Forges making right now. Like, he's going to get his upgrades out ahead of time, and there's no attack timing really coming up for Bunny, I would say, right?
Yeah, I don't see any, really.
Yeah, like, he's getting
Buddy's
stim, he's getting tanks. Like, maybe he moves out with that stuff, but I don't think he actually can get anything done. He doesn't have Starport Tech or anything.
I think he would have to have the third CC landed and be mining with it before he'd push, right? I don't think you want to have a 2-base timing push where you have a third CC in your main.
Right?
You know, that doesn't seem right.
No, that doesn't. Unless it's just a production building for more boys.
For an SCV bull.
Yeah. You're like, no, I like the boys more than the Marines.
Okay.
That's the least mattering unit there.
Yeah.
But you know, it's funny. I do like Trap's position here. You know?
Yeah.
Now he doesn't actually see this moving out. Okay, now I no longer like Trap's position here.
Yeah, this is going to move through a blind spot on the mini-map, and this is just suddenly going to be at the third base. There's going to be siege tanks sieging up and hitting.
He's going to get a free kill on that third.
Yeah. This happens, man. You know, StarCraft 2 moves at such a fast pace that, like, yeah, you can be out of position. Now, I think this, well, I'm sorry, he already knows now. The Stalkers can stop reinforcements, but this third base is 100% going to go down, right?
Yeah, what are these Stalkers going to be able to do?
Well, you know, there's not really that much here. Doesn't seem like he wants to commit it to the main. Instead, he wants to see if he can't just fight some of these workers. The Marines and tanks are continuing to move. He's going to recall this back home. Let's see what he's got over here.
Well, he's going to siege up and start making bunkers. Like, I mean, that's not easy to break. Even if you have charge here, right? And 1-1 is not yet done, so this is going to be decided before that.
He's going to try to come from behind, but this is like so much damage here. Even taking out gateways too, man.
Hey, he's got stim. Those are high health Marines. Well, here comes Trap. Let's see if he can break through, but I don't think so.
Yeah, well, he does take out those tanks, but there's one more tank back here.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I think we might, that's it.
Yeah,
GG.
that's it.
Wow, well done by Bunny.
Cool. That was a very different game.
It was pretty refreshing.
It felt like Trap actually read the situation pretty well, but then that thing that happens occasionally in TVP happened, where the Terran army moves around and Protoss doesn't see it because you need to whittle that down on its way to your base. And, you know, do things like chrono boost gates, get your zealots out into position, try to, you know, you have to weaken that push as it's coming.
Right.
Unfortunately for Trap, his stalkers are not standing in the right location. He had no spotting of that coming, and that was it.
You know, it can be hard. Protoss don't have like creep or overlords or anything, and sometimes you can just, especially on a map that's that big where there's a lot of different directions you can move around on.
Yeah.
You kind of just went around the army, came in there, and then that's that, you know?
Well, we're going to go to set 2 on Golden Wall. Definitely a very different map, one of our very exciting maps from this season.
Yeah, and this is going to require very, very specific play tailored to the map. And we've seen a lot of different games over here, so I'm curious to see what's going to happen with these two players. And that game is ready now.
전투 준비 완료.
I think we might be skipping the intro here. So immediately, I'll tell you what. So far, I love this series from Bunny.
Yeah,
the planning.
Totally.
This is a polar opposite of an opening here, and he's immediately going to send. He's going to make a barracks right there. Let's see it here. I'm sorry, there was a second SCV sent on the map, right? I wasn't.
No, I don't think so.
Just one. Excuse me. Okay, so that is not spotted.
Okay. Well, Trap is scouting pretty quickly here, so he'll figure out that there's something out on the map. Yeah, I like how Bunny's approaching this as well. Like, it seemed like there was a lot of thought put into things. I mean, obviously it was fortuitous that there was nothing standing in the path that he chose to go towards Trap's third base.
Yeah.
That last game, but still, I felt like he's definitely come prepared here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is going to work, but I think the idea is there. He certainly took this match pretty seriously against Trap, and I think the fact that he got that first win, it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm so close.
Definitely upset this.
Could be a factory thrown down here.
Are we just gonna have the Tasia build?
Artosis. Is he going to make it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
How long will we keep this camera shot here? Here we go. Okay, he does make a factory.
It took a long time.
Yeah. Suspense was killing me. Now, I think Trap's handled this pretty well by just scouting right away. If you just scout their main, even if you don't know what proxy it is, I mean, you at least know it's there. It's out there. Something's coming. You need to be ready. This is a game that Bunny is intending, if possible, to end very quickly.
Yeah. Kind of interesting. Like, Trap is not going to expand. He's just going to add gateways here. And I think he's just going to produce a lot of stalkers. But, okay, yeah. What I was going to say was he built a gate that actually gave him a full wall.
Ooh.
And the full wall is like, well, you know, you can get in a lot of trouble for that. So he actually canceled that gateway. We see he's a little bit flustered for sure.
Yeah. This Stalker coming out and whittling down the Marine count's pretty huge.
It's gigantic,
It's like, you know, he needs something to come out of the factory here to fight this. You know, one Stalker actually is very good against Marines.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this.
Yeah.
Now you can actually kill that too. Let your probe die.
Okay, this is just backfiring. This is
yeah, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible for Bunny.
So, I mean, this is just being hard countered. I think the Trap had the exact right idea. Is just make more gates.
Yeah,
make
just
Stalkers.
units.
Just come out here and look for a fight. Stalkers are very, you don't see them very often used in these little situations. But yeah, I mean, against low number stuff, you can micro them.
Oh, absolutely.
They've got great range, you know, and
lots of Stalkers early game out micro basically everything.
Yeah. I know a lot of times people think of them just with Blink, but actually, for stuff like this, they're totally fine.
Yeah.
Now, there's a Banshee coming here, but I almost feel like the Protoss could just push all the way across the map and just win. Like,
oh yeah, I think you're right. There's like no.
Yeah,
units.
that's it. GG.
Okay. Okay.
That's my kind of game, Artosis. Actually, I'll tell you what. In all seriousness, I really like how Trap handled that.
Sure.
All right, I don't know what exactly you're doing, but I know I need to not be greedy here.
Trap he found it quickly enough, right? If that was anywhere else, then it's really dangerous. But the fact that he got there when there was only 2 Marines, you can see him laughing about it. It was like the one Stalker basically won the game. There was just nothing out yet.
Yeah. I think Bunny could take that one on the chin here. I think going into Game 3, I want to see what he's going to try to do. I get the idea, though, of doing a proxy. You just did an insanely greedy build in Game 1. Let's do something totally opposite in Game 2. but Trap shut it down. Map 3 will be on Eternal Empire.
All right. I mean, I really don't know what to expect anymore.
Same, yeah.
The series has been so strange already.
Trap's shown that there is, you know, some holes in his play. You know, he didn't have that scouting ready, and he died to that bush, but he won straight up. And a well-earned win, by the way. But I don't know, maybe even Bunny cheeses again. Let's see. Our game's loaded up. This is game 3 between Trap and Bunny. Let's go.
전투 준비 완료. 진에어 그레니지 트랩 조성호. 카이지 게임 버니 이재성.
Guys, our toes has just cracked open a hot 6. This is truly an epic gamer moment here. An epic gamer moment. That's okay. That's another one of my favorite god-awful phrases. It's kind of been circulating around.
Has it?
You haven't seen? Yeah. There's people. I've gone down these rabbit holes of like clickbait for like dumb gamer. Like people, you know, it's like hello fellow kids, you know, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the e-gaming. The funny thing about that meme that we really pushed out here was that there were actually people that call esports e-gaming. Like they're just don't get it. We actually occasionally hear this. Like I'll, you know, be doing an interview with like some newspaper or something, and they'll keep saying e-gaming. We got to correct them. But you haven't seen the epic gamer moment stuff?
No. Luckily not. I try to avoid clickbait, which is why I just stay off the internet for the most part.
I
Considering that's what the entire internet's economy is about.
I saw this. This. I didn't actually watch the video, but it was like, what playing a game is like as a non-gamer. That was like the title of the YouTube video. Yeah, it's so stupid. Like,
whoa. I would almost just click on that for how stupid it is.
I love the term gamer like it's a group of people.
I know.
like you mean like just people that play games? Like
I'm a coffee drinker.
Yeah.
It's like,
well,
yeah, a lot of
one
people
thing
do that.
Coffee drinkers will all understand. You're like,
your enemies and your friends are going to drink coffee. It's just like a normal human thing.
You're not like a community of people exactly. It's just all gamers, you know? It's...
No, certainly not.
Oh,
It's funny, though.
Yeah. Well, like 10 things only gamers will understand. I've seen this, man.
That's crazy stuff. 10 things only gamers will understand.
Non-gamers wouldn't get it, though.
No, they wouldn't.
They're not like us, are they? No.
No, I'm so glad that you and me and everyone watching are the same, basically.
I'm so glad that we could be tribal about this stupid thing.
And also considering we consider Candy Crush a game for game statistics, because people love to make those ridiculous claims.
Well, I've
about
got
the
good
amount
news
of people
for you.
that play
Everything's
games.
also an esport now, so that's great.
That's been the way for a bit, hasn't it now?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Is having garbage be esports.
Actually, one of my favorite
Everyone's
things.
a pro gamer now.
Everyone's a pro. Or okay, here's another one. All right, are you ready? Semi-pro.
Once upon a time, it meant something.
Yeah, but I mean, you know when people say it now, it's like a what? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Did you make money doing this or not?
Yeah. No, it's.
Yeah, I was like a Counter-Strike semi-pro. I'm like, you were never. No one is that. Literally, no one. That doesn't mean anything. You just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really semi-pro meant something in StarCraft.
Yeah. But
it was actually a term. But,
yeah.
Hold on a second.
Hold on a minute. Something's happening in this e-game over here, and it looks like it's an epic gamer
Look at
moment.
this sick gamer moment.
Yeah, well, I think that's something that all gamers could relate to right there. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But, oh my god, it damaged the medevac.
Yeah. That was a sick use of hallucination.
Yeah.
It's great. I better throw down barracks now. Only a gamer would understand that one.
Yeah. It's, well, this is... Wait, where did this phrase come from? Because I've heard this one too. By gamers, for gamers.
Oh, that's something that's like a marketing ploy for like many things over the years, so I don't know where that started. But it's like by men, for men, by women, for women, right? Like you'll do it with any group where you're like, well, you know that this is great because a man designed it and you're a man and so you both are the same. I'm like, what? I don't care who designed my razor. It's fine.
Oh, here we go. This is that damage back from earlier. Now that's what I call an epic gamer moment.
Oh my god. This is wonderful.
This is great.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Really
No, that
like
was
that.
by gamers for gamers. I'm like, oh, good, because I know all these computer games that are made by people that have never made games, and they were made for people that don't play games. So that's
Yeah.
good. No, that's good.
You're making me want to make a YouTube video, man, where I'm like,
It's so
what it's
funny.
like as someone designated as a gamer to watch a video about what it's like to play games as a not gamer. That's what my video is going to be.
Yeah.
And it's just going to, the camera's going to come on me and be like, you're effing stupid.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, we're off to a good start here at this GSL.
Oh, we're having a great time.
Yeah.
All right, this
By
is
the
a
way,
lot of gateways.
Yeah, lots of gates coming down here. Trap actually looking really good so far in this game. Bunny has been playing fine, but it does seem like Trap is like really zoned in on not making any mistakes and kind of shutting everything down.
Yeah, the first push that comes out, 1-1's going to be ready for it, and Charge is going to be ready for it. So that makes it kind of scary for him, right? Like, I could see him, if he overcommits at all here, basically the game getting decided,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Okay. Over here in the north, we've got this push coming up here now. I mean, you can't really do that much with those stalkers, right? I mean, you could try to chip away at a few units, but you're going to have to be ready for this actual push. Now, those gates have all finished. We have a lot of units that are going to be warping in here. Charge is also going to be done.
Yeah.
But let's see how this is controlled here by Bunny.
Well, he's got to wait for Stim, and the upgrades were just slightly ahead of that. So look at that. Bam. Everything's finishing. Here comes Stim. All the Protoss upgrades are done. Okay, well, this is the most Bunny thing I've ever seen in my whole life. He's like, all right, I'll just load up all my medevacs, and then something sees him. He's like, that plan's over.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he unloads, and right now this is just a game of Trap being ready for the attack to come in here. If he can shut this down, he's going to be in very good position. And I respect the fact that Bunny is not just pulling the trigger and going for it. I don't think it would work, but he's not getting anywhere with this.
Yeah, this isn't really going to do anything, I don't think, right? Like, there's just enough Zealots. I think he needs to, keep this faux pressure on and basically just continue to tech up at home. Like, stay on the roof, right? Get more mines, maybe start adding in some Liberators, because in the actual, like, straight-up head-to-head situation, Trap is winning that, you know?
Yeah.
He's taking his fourth. His 2-2 is almost halfway done. How, like, we have +1 armor just started for Bunny.
Yeah, but what about 5 dropships? Or 6? There we go.
6, dude.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I mean, the rest of the army is struggling to get down here in time, so all of these will be able to unload, but this just appears to be too much everything Protoss right now.
Well, he's actually mic'd himself into a reasonable position in the back here. The mines did a decent amount as well, but it looks like Trap still has enough.
Oh my
and
God,
is also
great
harassing
counterattack,
his third.
Well, this is a really good example of like holding off an attack and then having just enough to counterattack in there to, put Bunny further and further behind.
Well, that's the type of play where you just hit your head against the wall as a Terran, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, damn, he had enough for everything I had and then also killed the SCVs in
Yeah,
the third with like 3 Zealots.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's like
oh
the most
my God.
cost-efficient thing ever.
Yeah. And now his 2-2's going to finish, so he's actually going to be up 3 upgrades. And when we get up 3 upgrades, that's when the sentries can start fighting the Stim to bio, you know? Like, 3 upgrades is pretty ridiculous. Oh, he's going to get splash damage too? Damn.
Yeah, he is pretty
Stop,
beastly.
Trap.
Yeah. You're killing him, stop!
Yeah.
So
Bunny is still, he's got a good-sized army and all that.
Well, Bunny could still come back, but right now everything is looking very scary right now for Trap here. He's in great shape. His upgrades are way ahead right now. Looks like we're going to have a War Prism come in here and actually hit the main. Meanwhile, I guess he gets rid of that pylon. Not bad.
All right, we'll see what this Prism gets done. Looks like he's reacting to it really quickly, so that's nice. those mines. Maybe not in the optimal location.
Okay, big warp in over here. Doesn't look like these Marines are going to be able to get underneath the Warp Prism to shoot it down. And so this is like so much damage being dealt over here into the main.
Yeah, it's buying so much time.
Yeah, you know, Trap is basically winning every little battle. He's coming out further and further ahead. Like, even though this drop's been held off, okay, you killed 7 SCVs. You've also allowed yourself to move on the map quite freely. The Warp Prism's still alive. This can be used to then reinforce the push that should be inbound here eventually from Protoss.
He's got 4 bases with Splash on the way. So that's pretty darn good. Now, 2-2 is on the way for Bunny. He does have Ghosts out. Ghosts do make a huge difference here. We'll see what he can get done with that. His army supply is very, very high at the moment. First Colossus is out.
Okay, here we go. Another great little counterattack.
He's buying so much time with this. Like, if Bunny has any sort of timing, maybe it's like right now. The thing is, I never think of Bunny as someone who can play like the very late game TVP to a T.
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
We have a few players that can really pull that off, like Maru. I think Tejas showed some brilliance in that area.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit against Hurricane in an earlier round, but I don't think of Bunny as the guy that can be like, no problem, now we're on Ghost Viking Liberator and I'm going to kill you. You know, I think he's more of a guy who needs to win in the mid game.
Okay, well, if Bunny's going to do anything, it's going to be now. He has his push coming up here. And this is something that Trap is going to have to take very seriously. And it looks like he's going to try to hit right here at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, his army is not perfect. There's a lot of Zealots in it, so there is micro potential here for Bunny. I believe he has 2 Colossus at this point. Yeah, he has 2. Only 1 Immortal. Like, it's not the perfect army from Trap, but it's the type of army that allowed him to get into this funny position where he's about to have 3 armor. You know, he has +2 attack. He's got full tech going on, basically.
Yeah.
He's got 4 bases. He's been harassing the whole game. And, I mean, as long as he takes, like, 1 engagement well, that's going to be very difficult for Bunny to do anything against.
Okay, he knows exactly the position of this army here. Is he going to try to take it? He blinks back. Now, this might be...
Wow.
Is there no observer here?
Yeah, I don't see one.
I don't see one.
So his Zealots are actually being eaten alive here from the mines.
Yeah, okay, but here
my
comes...
God.
We're going to have a... Oh, wait, what? I thought that was going to be a storm or something for a second.
There's no storm here.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, there's no storm upgraded. Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
The Colossus is really going to town here, though, and I think even though this was actually pretty poorly handled... Hold on a second. Is Bunny going to win this? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that was
he
so
was like
badly.
kind of out of position, and there was all those mines. There was like 6 to 8 mines burrowed, and his army, like I mentioned before, was almost purely Zealot. Like, it was extremely Zealot heavy. So he lost almost everything before even engaging.
And then he held his ground there. The disruptor shot was even like late and didn't connect. And this is enough momentum here for Bunny. I think we're close to having him close us out unless there's some insane comeback here from Trap. I don't know if that's mathematically possible. I guess it is if you have disruptors, right?
Yes.
I mean, if you get really good connections, but...
All you need is a disruptor and a dream.
Yeah. Well, let's see how this fight goes.
And for your opponent to screw up badly.
Yeah, yeah.
That is a one big Terran army. Yeah, that's not exactly what he's looking for. Dumb Vikings. What are you doing? But yeah, what an interesting game, I think. Like, it felt like Trap was really playing it better than Bunny overall for the majority of the game until that one engagement at the end. Like, Bunny gave himself a very good army. He moved out into a good direction and everything. It's just, it feels like Trap got out of position there.
Oh! Oh my God!
Now that is a Bunny right there.
That's what I call
That's
an epic gamer moment.
That was an epic gamer moment.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to change his ID to Rabbit.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I mean, Bunny is almost maxed out. I feel like the follow-up push should be the closer here.
Yeah, there's a lot of disruptors out, so he still has to, be very careful at that.
He's getting a lot of liberators here, though.
Yeah, yeah. And he's getting liberator range, which is going to be very tough.
Oh
my
EMP,
God.
that's something only gamers could understand, you know? Am I right? GG, right?
Non-gamers just don't even get what EMP does.
Yeah.
They think it just
Have you ever tried to explain EMP to a non-gamer?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They don't know, Tasis.
Yeah.
They don't know the pain. So Bunny actually wins against Trap 2-1. Like I think he played well. I really liked game 1. And he gave himself the opportunities in game 3, but I think it was a little bit more on Trap because I think Trap did get himself into a pretty good spot. It wasn't a perfect army composition, but all you have to do is trade reasonably well because you're up in economy and you're filling out your tech with those Colossi. So I think he misplayed a bit for sure
But
there.
this is a really exciting start here.
Yeah.
The first upset out of all the games we were going to have, like players interacting, this is the one I was most confident would just be one-sided and Trap would win. So this is very cool.
Yeah, for me, this is an upset, and it's something I think that non-gamers just can't understand about upsets.
We're going to go to a break. When we come back, our second best of 3. Don't go away.